Hey, it's Brad Parker, Crystal Palace fan, and you are listening to the Drunkard United Football Show. It's a parade.
And you still aren't in the FA Cup. Because you got knocked out by a non-league side.
I did have a lovely story, actually, following that game, apparently. Yeah,
okay.
We'll get into it. It was Macclesfield that knocked them out, right?
Yeah, it was Macclesfield.
So we'll talk about that when we talk about Macclesfield.
Well, that'll be in the first segment, because we gotta check and see how all those teams did.
Great.
Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Graham, hey.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to the DU Football Show. A completely biased recap of the fourth round of the FA Cup is told by two common American schmucks. I'm your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, my co-host, finally back on the mend, Mr. Samuel Graham. How we doing over there, buddy?
Doing well. My wife is big on the Lunar New Year stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably have like fart waffle or something on a sign hanging up on our house right now.
Uh-huh.
Nice. She's putting up all the traditional or supposedly traditional things.
Yeah, but Graham, it's a super horse.
A super fire horse.
Super fire horse.
Weston Super Fire Mare.
Just gotta keep adding shit to this horse.
It's a death battle horse.
You doing okay over there with all of it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. She did buy some dud fireworks, though. They're supposed to do these poppers to scare away the evil spirits or something, and nothing went off. So she had a backup plan, of course, because she's Carly.
Right.
And we did that instead. It's been awesome.
And, of course,
Loads
on
of
the
fun.
Ones and twos, we got producer Mel.
I'm doing okay, even though you didn't ask. Shorebilly seems to think that we do shots Malort for FA Cup losses.
We do not.
And we only have done that once when we tricked Graham into it.
Yep.
And that's the only time.
Because he did it, and then he was like, how was it? You're like, you did it. We started laughing. You were like, why are you all laughing about? We're like, because we didn't do a shot for our team's getting knocked out.
Yup.
It is what it is. I don't care.
We do have a question from the chat from one Mr. Taylor Thompson.
Okay.
Graham, does the nicotine gum make the vape taste better?
It's not gum, first off, sir. It's pouches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I used, they're in the jacket. I used the lovely Rogue pouch, Spearmint. Or Wintergreen, actually. Spearmint got discontinued.
Wintergreen.
Rogue, is that the Tucker Carlson one? You fucking right wing?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I thought he was was he with Zen? Or was he with the
No, he has his own.
I don't think it's Rogue. I think that's something else.
I'm pretty sure he's Rogue.
Yeah, might be going.
Going
rogue! Going rogue! Going off road!
I'm going to fact check that real quick
go
just
ahead.
to be safe. It tastes good.
Graham might have to switch brands if that's the case.
No, I'm sticking with it. I'm going to see if I can. I told you, hate for pay. I'm in.
Shorebilly has
He's got
a good
money.
question.
Yeah, what's his question?
He wants to know if we're beating a dead horse over a fire.
No, Carly is.
Yeah.
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcast. And of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Should you want to chat with us, there is many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
They can get in touch at DU Football Show on all the social medias and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email.
And what has your research provided for you? Funny. He's doing research.
ALP. Go fuck yourselves.
Maybe, he's...
I love that he was pretty sure we were like full of shit, but he wasn't 100% sure.
No.
Because I don't really look at any of that stuff. So the AI overview for this, because I'm not going to do extensive research, says he's launched his own line of nicotine pouches called ALP, positioned as a direct, non-woke competitor to market leader Zen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Fuck off.
Do you hear that? Those were two trees you just killed looking up that answer with AI.
As Google did it. I tried to traditionally Google something, and it provided me an AI overview.
Graham just did some research, and hey, look, all he's doing is asking questions,
Just
man.
asking questions.
Sam and myself both work in the wine and spirit industry and both have a deep, passionate love for all things distilled spirits. So as the red-blooded Americans we are, we vow to have a drink in our hand throughout this show and every single show. Mr. Graham, the list continues. Did we skip one because we weren't able to get it, right?
Yes, that was the quintessential something. The American single malt, the quintessential, is what we skipped, number 13. Because we couldn't find it. And I assume Brody couldn't find it either when he went out because I never got a text back.
It sounds like it really didn't leave the market at all. Like Cedar Ridge is available in this market, all
Right.
like the bourbon and the rye and all that, but
The single malt was not.
not the special release single malts, like
gotcha.
the quintessential. So yeah, we could have gotten it online, but we decided we made that decision. We weren't going to go and drop
We weren't gonna go-
$100 extra on a bottle just to say we got it.
We weren't going to go rogue,
Yeah,
one might say.
exactly. Well, so why don't you go ahead and read up what we are enjoying today?
I got you. So we've got number 12 here, the Glendronach, the Master's Anthology, Ode to the Embers of Sherry and Smoke. This one's going to come to you at 96.8 proof, or 48.4% if you're keeping track at home. Should run you about $90, $95 on the shelf. The panel rated at 94. And of course, it is a single malt scotch from the Highland region of Scotland. And your blurb comes to you from David Fleming. With this richly sherried, lightly peated expression, Glendronach honors its early history of using peated malt. Creamy, sweet, and balanced on the palate with a smooth, viscous texture. It offers an abundance of depth and flavors of gentle peat smoke, sweet vanilla, raisins, and chocolate, all leading to a long, flavorful finish of sweetness, oak, peppery spice, excuse me. Sherry and peat make a very nice couple here.
Sorry,
You get that little bit of iodine on the nose.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I had the opportunity when I was at the Gordon MacPhail house to have some 1960s single malts like Macallan and Glen Grant, and that's when they still peated them, right? Before, as you were mentioning in the writing there, the Speyside tended to get away
from the peat smoke. Yep.
Smells lovely.
I get a lot of like toffee on the nose.
Yeah, and it's
That is very nice.
just the right amount of smoke that isn't campfire iodine-y, like chewing on a Band-Aid.
Right.
And I think that's because the sherry really brings it back.
And they said lightly peated in general. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. It was never going to be like a Wee Beastie or a Lafroig 10 or anything like that.
Le Chègue, they do they're peated from the aisle that they're on. They sherry finish their peated whiskey.
Right.
And that one is more of that heavy iodine campfire smoke kind of thing. But
He's right about the viscous nature of it, and it also it adds a dessert quality to it. That chocolate stands out on the finish for me big time.
well, you love a
And-
fortified
and
wine,
Ravens, yeah.
and you really love yourself a sherry finish.
I do.
I know you're a master.
Sherry and port are my two favorite ways to finish whiskey. Absolutely, 100%, big time.
It's fucking lovely.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I mean, it is exceptional.
And it would be very good sitting around a fire. I'm anxious to see what this water does to it.
Yeah, I finished off the little guy, so you can go ahead and pour off the bottle itself.
Sounds good to me. Nice.
Little water opens it up really nicely, like really, really, really nicely.
I am excited to be having that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lovely addition. I always like when the old whiskeys without the E make its way onto the list, make their way onto the list.
Yep. Oh, the Brown-Forman did a really good job when they bought, this. They bought Glendronach. They bought the Glasnode, which was the one that got number one from a few years ago, the rum finished one, and Ben Ryack as well. And they've done a really good job kind of representing Scotland, right? And newsflash, a lot of your Scottish distilleries are owned by big houses.
Oh yeah. Like Diageo owns like 35% of Scotland, essentially.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Basically. And then you've got William Grant owns a bunch, which is one of mine. And then, I mean, it's, because they remained under the crown, right? Whiskey distilling became almost illegal in Ireland. And there was only, also due to racism, but there was only 3 distilleries left in Ireland, right? Where there was 40 Scotch houses, 50 Scotch houses. So it's definitely, a long tradition, but they've all since been bought up by these major conglomerates. Yeah. But then largely left alone, right? I mean, they still do their own distilling, there's still a guy there doing it every day that fucking, and a lot of them still use some of the traditional practices and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah. Exceptional whiskey. And what else should we always do, Mr.
Always
Graham?
Remember to drink responsibly.
There we are. Cheers, sir.
Cheers, man.
Ooh, that was actually a good clean
That wasn't too bad.
Not bad at all.
I like it.
We first look to the Davids and see who could shock everyone and make it to the 5th round. Mansfield Town 2, Burnley 1, Wolverhampton 1, Grimsby Town 0, Brentford 1, Macclesfield Town.
I thought you were going to say Mansfield found Burnley with their pants down. Because that's exactly what they did.
This game was all Burnley to start. And in fact, they even kind of scored a bit of an asshole goal, where he pulled back and just kind of walked it in.
But I think this game, from a Burnley perspective, was ruined by that early goal. Because if you watch them strolling around the field, they looked arrogant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were like, hey, we'll
this
walk
is fucking
through this.
cakewalk here. And they had the chances to run out 4 or 5-0 winners. Oh, my God.
In the first half, they could have easily been up 4 or 5-0,
they just did not care enough to take it seriously, it seemed.
And that's when a team will get you, man. That's when you got to watch out for these sides. And Mansfield Town came out in the second half and were on fire. And
absolutely,
frankly, dominated the second half.
They were the better team by far.
Down the better side.
Probably could have scored 1, maybe 2 more themselves.
Yeah,
in that second half.
I mean, this game could have been like a 5-5.
Oh yeah,
the amount of opportunities there were to put. And it wasn't like the keepers were standing on their heads. It was just the two teams weren't necessarily taking advantage of opportunities.
But and Burnley got booed off at the end. I find it interesting that Scott Parker made so many changes. You're pretty much dead and buried in the league. Why wouldn't you try to give your fans a bit of a cup run when you have, a lower league team?
Yeah, you're
which could be pretty much a guaranteed we're moving on, right? So why make? I think it was 10 changes he made from his team that played at the weekend.
You're likely going down.
That played midweek last week. I mean,
you're likely going down. Why not have a go in the cup?
Why not have a go?
Why not have a go?
He just didn't. And the players that he chose just picked the wrong day to stroll around. When you had these people, I can't remember the guy's name that scored the free kick, the winner, the absolutely gorgeous fucking free kick. Probably the goal of the round.
What a banger! What an absolute banger of a goal.
But when he was asked about it, he said essentially, I practice this in training all the time. So for the situation to come out, where it was and everything else, he said the boys were coming up to him going, this is you, man. This is a bit of you. You do your thing. You do this all the time.
Yeah, go
and
get it.
And to take that opportunity is a big deal, and it's fucking awesome for these players.
Well, we've talked about it before when you're dealing with the lower leagues playing the Premier League, right? It's going to come down to set pieces. It's going to come down to opportunities. It's going to come down to mistakes that the Premier League team makes. It's not going to be you strolling out and just out-soccering them, right? You're not going to out-finesse them, even a team like Burnley.
That's the thing. They weathered the storm, right? And they got by, rode their luck a bit, but then they did take the game by the scruff of the neck. I mean, how many times, obviously we'll talk about it with Arsenal later on, but how many times if you take your foot off the gas, how hard is it to get going again? And we talk about that mentality shift mid-game a lot of times with some very good teams. I mean, Arsenal could have ran out 11-0 winners if they wanted to. They just chose to not do that, right? So Burnley choosing this, which is so strange, to be so abject after dominating the early exchanges. and not being that far ahead, this game was nowhere near done and dusted.
Oh, of course it
A
wasn't.
1-0 lead is a horrible place to be. And, you know, either Scott Parker's halftime talk was bullshit, or Mansfield Town's manager should be going on a motivational speaking tour. One of the two.
Yeah.
But it was absolutely insane, the manner in which Mansfield dominated that second half.
And the end of the game, it wasn't like Burnley turned it on and had tons of pressure. It was kind of mundane and, okay, it's over.
But that's what I mean.
won.
Like, it's
Yeah.
so for them to take their foot off the gas and then to go, you know, obviously the free kick was very late on, but you had 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you to after 40, 6 minutes or so of the second half, you then have to go, oh shit, and play with a sense of urgency all of a sudden? That's what I mean by that. That mentality shift completely fucked them. Completely fucked them.
With that, on to the fifth round. They'll be hosting. I don't want to say who they're playing yet because we'll talk about all that at the end.
Heard.
But they will be hosting a fifth round match in the FA Cup. First time they've been to the fifth round since 1975.
Nice.
That is fucking awesome.
You were only 12 when that happened.
Exactly. Three, dickhead. Three.
You old fucker.
Keep it rolling. Wolves in Grimsby is everything you want an FA Cup to be.
Yeah, big time.
The pitch was disgusting. Downpouring of rain, right?
The whole of England, it was pissing it down all weekend. It was absolutely absurd.
We'll get to someone in a little bit that had their game postponed, and also in the league has had like 4 games postponed because of specifically where they are.
Exactly.
They're Stoke-on-Trent. They're right on the river. They get downpoured on, man. Absolutely downpoured on. And it was just this... It was a contentious environment. You had Harry the Haddock like doing the googly
All sorts of
fingers
shit
on the lines.
what
man.
a fucking
It
shit
was
house.
Everything you want an FA Cup match to be.
If I was the referee, I would have asked the drug testing people to test that guy who was in the Harry the Haddock suit.
He was feeling his Cyril, man. He was feeling his Cyril.
He was a dick the entire time. It was great.
Quick side note: the Paramount crew is doing a mascot madness for March.
Oh,
right?
nice. I like that.
And they're all kind of talking about the ones, right? Like Wigan apparently has like a pie, like Krusty the Pie. He's just a fucking pie, right? One is like the Radiator Man, and it just is like a big box radiator with legs.
Well, that's West Brom in it.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. It might
Boing,
be.
boing.
And they're going through it all, and all I'm thinking to myself is, I mean, Cyril the Swan's the 1 seed, and Cyril the Swan is the best team in the country. Like, just on history. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he went to the den of Millwall and won. And what? No one does that.
Yeah.
He got a piss over on their fucking firm back in the day when you don't like.
You still don't fuck with Millwall.
But you really don't fuck with them back then.
In the 80s, right. Yeah.
Exactly. and he went and he beat them at their own game. He was ripped off the fucking Lion's head, for crying out loud.
Wild.
Like, so it's Cyril, just, I don't care if it's a wussified version. Fucking Cyril wins. 1 seed, walks right through, national title, give it to him.
Done.
Yeah. Simple.
Now, this game, for me, is everything that Burnley didn't do.
Right.
Wolves stuck to their task. Now, Grimsby were good. Grimsby had chances.
Grimsby very much had chances.
They were going after it. But see what happens when you're not so focused on your magnetic tactics board? Mm-hmm. What you could do if you're coaching your team?
It's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. And they were wearing like these like kind of teal green kits that were just covered in mud.
Yeah, it was horrific.
Couldn't even read their numbers or names on the back. Like
No.
Santi Bueno, by the end, you could not make out that it was a Wolves. It was just, he was mud. And frankly, he single-handed, it was not Wolverhampton. Santi Bueno 1, Grimsby 0. Because he scores the goal and then makes a fucking great tackle
yeah.
to a Grimsby Town player who is wide open in the middle of the fucking
yeah.
box, right at the fucking death. Like, it was right right there. They get that goal. You're probably going to penalties, and if you're going to penalties, frankly, Wolves, you're probably losing.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, big time.
But hey, you know what? For Wolves, this is, yes, you're at risk of being the worst team in the history of the Premier League.
But this gives your fans something.
You do something.
That's what I
You
mean. This
show
gives your fans
something.
a little bit of joy about the season, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about with the Burnley problem, right? Is you're pretty much done and dusted as well.
Yeah.
Despite being a little bit better than Wolves.
Yeah, but you're
even
done.
not that much better, because don't forget, in the league, Burnley have actually conceded more goals than Wolves have. Mm-hmm. But just give them something. Give them something to be happy about.
Right.
If you're going to be that shit in the league, give them something to be happy about. And Wolves did that.
Yep.
And well done to them.
And
you can only play who's put in front of you. Mm-hmm. And arguably, they were about the same. Only won 1-0. They were about the same level. Grimsby and Wolves. So, you know, well done to Wolves for getting through it, and because it's a nightmare clash. Mm-hmm. It's a nightmare clash. It's probably not on television, right? In England, it's not a very attractive tie for anybody involved, and but you got to go there and do the business. The conditions are horrible, all that kind of stuff, and you know, they walked out and they got it done, and well done to them.
And then finally, not necessarily terrible conditions because they play on the synthetic field, but also probably not something Premier League players want to be playing on necessarily. The Bees head to Macclesfield, and Macclesfield had to beat themselves in order to lose.
It was a hell of a header.
It was a gorgeous header. Put it right up the upper 90s, just wrong fucking goal.
I felt so bad for him because you see him kind of stop that little hesitation as the Brentford player is coming in from that side, getting ready to cross the ball. He thinks he's in a good position and kind of holds up. If he had continued one more stride, he would have been in a much better position to make that clearance in any direction that he wanted to make the clearance.
Yeah, exactly.
But that hesitation gave him only one fucking option. And that option, it just skimmed off the top of his head and bang, right into the fucking net.
And, well, here's the thing.
I liked the goalkeeper kind of threw his hands up, but comforted him
immediately
afterwards.
Yeah, everybody was picking him up, going, "Come on, we're now we got to go get a goal." And honestly, of this game, you look at the possession, and it was like 73 to fucking like 27, right? Like, I mean, bad disparity, right? Shots: Brentford 10, Macclesfield 9. Shots on target: Brentford 2, Macclesfield 2. And then as you're watching the match, Macclesfield, 3 of those shots of the 9 that total were inches wide.
Yeah.
Like, they had chances.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of chances. For a Brentford team that completely controlled possession, they did nothing
Well, but
with it.
that's the other thing is Brentford made a ton of changes as well. And
I wonder if
sometimes
the synthetic pitches had a lot to do with that.
also, but it just doesn't bode well, right? I mean, they were pumping crosses in the box left, right, and center. But people just weren't getting on the end of them.
Right.
They just couldn't be bothered to do it.
And, like, you're not going to have Thiago Silva play this match, right? You're not. I get that.
Right.
But one of your fucking guys can't get a head on the ball in that situation. Like, come on, man. That's your.
Well, he ended up having to bring on Keane Lewis Potter and Django Wantara.
Yep.
Because they were so up against it. I'm sure he wanted to get him on for extra time. You got to freshen up just in case, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And that header did come fairly late on. I think there was still a good 8 or 9 minutes of normal time plus stoppage time to play. But it just I felt so bad for that defender. We've all been there. You know,
right.
I one of my favorite own goal memories was me at the end of the wall at Soccer Dome, sticking my ass out. I got my hip to the ball. I got a block on it, looped it right over your head.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's just it's a tough thing. Like, the dude was giving his all, and it bit him in the ass, and it's tough.
The only own goal that I was ever really pissed about. This was before Drunkard United. This is back when I played in Rockville. 7-0 game. 7-0 game. Cruising. gonna finally get a fucking shutout, right? One of the guys that's on our team, not a particularly good player, but likes to think he knows how to play, but really doesn't play very well, scores an own goal on me. Like right in the middle of the net, ball comes at him. He didn't need to put his foot on the ball, and like almost literally like turned and practically put it in, like
On
he
purpose,
was
yeah.
trying to score. And then he laughed it off. Like after the game, was like, yeah, whatever, it's no big deal. Like the whole team was like, do you know how fucking hard it is to get a shutout in indoor, you fucking asshole?
Right,
like,
yeah.
I mean, like Rice and Ken and the boy, they were like, dude, you owe him a fucking apology.
Right,
like,
yeah.
seriously, like, it's fucking hard to get a fucking shutout at indoor.
Oh yeah, big time.
Hey, why when I fucking did finally get a shutout in a fucking final, no less, right?
Mm-hmm.
4-0 in a final.
I was there.
I hugged all of you because it
remember
was
it.
like,
I remember it well.
I mean, I made a few saves, but that was a team that went, you know what? We're not going to win 8-1. We're winning 4-0.
Oh yeah,
They aren't.
we
They
got stuck
aren't
in.
fucking scoring.
Oh yeah, it was brilliant.
Loved
I
that
remember
shit.
it. So I don't personally think Brentford deserved to be moving on here. I mean,
No, I don't
obviously.
either. I don't either.
It was, but hopefully they get the bug in their ass before the next round commences because they're going well in the league. They've got a good chance. I don't want them to fuck it off. I really enjoyed Palace winning the trophy last year.
Right.
I don't want them to fuck it off.
If it's
right?
not going to be you want it to be
So you
somebody
want it to be
interesting.
somebody interesting, right?
That's
and
what you
Brentford
always
have a
want.
squad, very obviously, that can compete in a one-off competition. They have done, beaten anyone on their day, as the old cliche goes, right? This season. I mean, you see where they're sitting. They're fucking, 6 points off a Champions League spot, I think.
Exactly.
2 points off of a European place. Potentially already in a European place, depending how the teams fare.
Right.
That are in Europe this season. But I really enjoyable story. I'm pretty sure it was the Macclesfield captain. I might be wrong about that. But at full time against Palace, when they knocked Palace out, asked Mark Gahey for a shirt, and he goes, "Oh man, your boy already asked me. I told him one, but don't worry, I'll sort you. I have one from the first half that I wore." And he was like, "Oh, sound, thank you." So gets him the shirt afterwards, he said he went out in Manchester. The story I read, I assume Macclesfield is near Manchester.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure. I'm not that super familiar with the geography of England, but outside of the Premier League clubs, really, that I know where they're at. But he didn't bring any going out clothes to the stadium. So he borrowed a pair of jeans off one of his friends and some decent shoes, I guess, but didn't have a shirt. So he wore Mark Gahey's jersey to the clubs and bars afterwards, celebrating a win with the team. And a few of the lads were like, "You can't wear that in here. What are you doing?" And he was like, "Do you know how I got this shirt? Do you know who I am?"
Yeah. Let me tell you how I got this shirt.
Absolutely brilliant story. And
Like,
so he went.
goddamn right, I'm wearing a football kid in the club.
So they let him in, but he had to wear his jacket over top of it. They let him unzip it a bit, but he had to wear his jacket over top of the shirt.
Fucking brilliant.
It's absolutely fantastic.
We have a pair of championship sides and potentially a third moving on to the fifth round. Wrexham 1, Ipswich 0, Southampton 2, Leicester 1, Norwich 3, West Brom 1. Oh, actually, I said pair, but it's really 3, potentially 4. And, of course, we had...
Counting, not your strong suit.
Exactly. We have Bristol City and Port fucking Vale still to be played because Port fucking Vale has been a swamp just of water and have not played like 5 of their last games.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been postponed every time.
Yeah, it's
been torrential rains in that across the country of England, really, but in that specific area of England, it's been horrific.
And in that specific area is Stoke-on-Trent.
Stoke-on-Trent, yeah.
Which is Stoke,
On a Tuesday night.
Which is what it's going to be. Cold, rainy Tuesday night in Stoke.
What are you going to do?
Can you do it there? That's all that matters.
I love that you wrote pair right? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was also the fourth word, so he only wrote 7 more words after that. Then proceeded to write the 3 scores and didn't go back and change pair. You forgot in
in the
7, 9, 11, 13 words.
Yeah, that quickly.
You forgot you wrote, fuck it. I just keep it moving.
Keep it moving, just like now. Wrexham, for the first time in 29 years, have made it to the 5th round.
Yes, it beat it's bitch. It's bitch. Do you remember Marcelo Bielsa?
Are you ready for this interesting stat?
Love it.
No saves from either keeper in this match.
Nice.
Not a single save was made. That tells you all you need to know, because honestly, that is all there is to say. Wrexham's on to the fucking 5th round.
Right.
Because the game itself was horrid.
What's going to be interesting as well, and I know we're going to come on to who they're playing later, they did get drawn at home in the next round as well. So they're going to be at the racecourse ground, and that's going to be super a big advantage for them, because them fans can be rabid. There's such a good feeling around the club, man. It's a little cheesy, and maybe kind of because I guess they're ours, and they seem to be doing it for the right reasons, quote unquote, and they're getting involved. But ultimately, yes, it's Ryan. It's another billionaire buying a club, but they splashed some cash that they shouldn't have been splashing at those levels.
Oh yeah, of course.
Over the last couple of seasons to gain promotion. But because they're likable blokes and they seem like they actually fucking care about it.
Oh, particularly Rob. It's being a Philly sports fan guy, like he gets what
it really is kind of heartwarming, even though it's a bit unsavory given the financial landscape of lower league football.
Right.
It is sort of heartwarming in the same sense.
Right.
You know, like if it was, I don't know, pick a cunt. Donald Trump Jr.
Right.
If he went and bought Wrexham and they were doing this, we'd be like, oh, motherfuckers.
Yeah. But because
they're kind of likable guys, it's like
we're okay with it.
It waters down the unsavory financials.
Yeah. Fair. Very fair.
That a lot of lower league clubs don't have access to, which isn't quite fair. They're not on the same playing field. Now, them in the championship that's the fairy tale part.
Right.
Is they were not ready for the championship.
Mm-hmm. And
it is their graft that has gotten them to where they are.
Right.
And then moving on in this tournament, same thing. Ipswich, a perennial championship club, has the same, if not better, finances than Wrexham.
Yep.
And they do this. Even though it was a shit game.
Right.
They do this and advance for the first time in 29 years. Like, fucking well done to you. And Wrexham, don't forget, were a very big club that got ran into the ground.
Right. Precisely. Now, I completely fucked up these notes, because if you notice, the next game should be Southampton-Leicester, but I have Norwich and West Brom, so on the next page is Southampton and Leicester. So we're going to go to Southampton and Leicester.
All right.
For the second time in 1 week, the Saints come from behind to beat the Foxes. We will talk about the other one on the EFL show, but
Leicester's such a weird team right now, man.
Especially with the points deduction, you can see it's affecting them. It's really,
big time.
really affecting them.
They don't have Jamie Vardy anymore to jeer the boys up, you know? Fuck the admin. Like, that's not our job.
Break a bottle of Tito's and go, I'll fucking cut you.
Yeah, if you don't go perform, I'll fucking slit your throat.
So for Southampton, you know what? They're just outside of the playoffs. They probably won't get to the playoffs just because there's too many teams ahead of them, but they're...
Who's Southampton?
Yeah, they've really made a good improvement.
I don't want them back up.
I don't want them back up either. Nor do I. Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
Let them be down there for a few years. I don't need them.
I want to see some new blood.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I can't wait to get to the. I didn't watch the highlights, but I was keeping up with the score because I put some money on it.
Yeah.
But Coventry today.
Yeah, that was pretty brilliant.
Pretty good.
Pretty brilliant.
After a recent bad run of form.
Now, for Norwich beating West Brom, they had a new signing that they brought on, Torre, who scored in this game, but he has apparently scored 5 in the 6 since he's been on the club.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
they have directly gone from, remember, they were in the drop for a while. And now they're like comfortably 15th.
Nice.
So big turnaround for them.
Occupying the old Fulham spots.
Now, but the other one that's tough for like West Brom is West Brom's right in the thick of a relegation battle right now with them, Blackburn and Leicester, and to a lesser degree Pompey as well.
Yeah, but the Pompey got a couple of results recently that have even draws. I mean, again, points on the board, right? Especially in the championship.
And Pompey's got games in hands too.
Especially in the championship. I mean, Port Vale, in their league are probably dead last because they've got 17 games in hand because they can't play in canoes.
They are in dead last, but even if they had won all 4 of those matches,
I'm just being
they'd
facetious.
still be in the relegation
I'm just
battle.
being facetious.
I got you. Oh, but there we have 3 championship sides already now in the 5th round.
Love that.
Either Bristol, a championship side, or
Port
Vale, a League One side, is going to
make the 5th
as
round.
well.
Yep.
So we've got
Port Vale hosting. I mean, you're talking about record-setting reigns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's Wolves that they drew.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But the only reason I bring it up, the replay of this game isn't scheduled to take place until 5 days before the 5th round.
Right.
And whoever wins that game is the host of Wolves.
Yes.
So if Port Vale go through, you could have, one of the worst days of your life as a Wolves player. It'll be. I kind of hope Port fucking Vale go through. I kind of hope Port fucking Vale go through. I really do. But they're playing that game on like a Monday, and then the weekend is the next round of fixtures. It's a great story, that.
Rounding out the rest of the Premier League matches so the 4th round happened. Chelsea 4, Hull City 0, West Ham 1, Burton Albion 0, Man City 2, Salford 0, Newcastle 3, Villa 1, and we're all dumber for watching those referees. Liverpool 3, Brighton 0, Leeds 1, Birmingham City 1, 4-2 to Leeds on pens, Sunderland 1, Oxford 0, Fulham 2, Stoke 1, Arsenal 4, Wigan 0. Some of these games we're really not even going to talk about, just kind of
I have a couple of little anecdotes.
Yeah, so
here and there. Oh shit! I forgot to look up what you told me to look up.
Chelsea beating Hull City. Neto with a hat trick. Hull City's in the thick of it right now and playing very good football. So to have a nice, convincing win against a team, yes, you should be beating, of course, but that's a good turnaround. I mean, that's very good for Chelsea to look convincing and not kind of lost and absent where they have been in the league lately. A couple of good results and then drawing fucking leads at home for no good reason. So for them, it's all about consistency with the young team, and this is a good, consistent performance.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. The more they can gel together, Chelsea, the better they'll be, even though it's against Hull, who aren't great. But for Liam Senior, spent time there as a player and then as an assistant coach, and I believe as their manager for possibly an interim period.
Yeah.
It was a big day for him, for his family, all that kind of stuff, right? It's super important to beat your former side, right? Hull just aren't good enough, are they?
Right.
It just is what it is.
Right. No. And well, I mean, but like I said, they're in the playoffs. Like they're not a bad championship side.
For a team that spent $6 billion.
Yeah, it's true.
And with a 70-year payback period or whatever it is.
Nice run for West Ham. You should have beat this team by a lot more because Burton Albion's not a very good team in League One.
But again, managed game.
Yeah.
This is what Brentford should have done, right? This is what, ultimately they got out winners, but this is what Burnley should have done. And they just didn't do it.
How City gonna fucking have an own goal, 1-0 lead, then they score a goal right at the death to make it 2-0.
There is no evidence indicating that Manchester City gave their gate money to Salford City.
Well, I mean, if they didn't give it to Salford City, that would make sense because Salford City is owned by a bunch of former United greats.
Yeah. No, right, but they didn't give it to the last round
Exeter,
game either.
which was
to
the
Exeter
bullshit
City.
one.
Right.
It's funny. I hear all that, and obviously Pep has no bearing on it, right? It's not anything that Pep does. But he was talking about when he's no longer going to be in England, what's one of the things he's going to miss. And he was like, the FA Cup. He's like, I love that tournament. He goes, I love going to the League One or League Two stadiums.
Yeah, bet, because it's an easy day out.
And he's like, and we're there and you can hear every word they're saying. And they're just like, like, you do anything wrong on the sidelines, they're like, who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
He just said how brilliant it was. And it was actually like
really endearing
for the soccer nerd that he is to see him kind of show some emotion. You were like, oh, look at.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're not a fucking robot.
He genuinely likes that shit. You know?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? I mean, they could have won by 15. They chose to not do that. Well done.
Everybody who's a Newcastle or a Villa supporter got to see firsthand why Everton people hate Chris Kavanagh so fucking much.
So I have a modicum of sympathy for the refereeing staff. Now, they do get to practice it every year in the FA Cup up to a certain point where there's no VAR. But it very obviously, the lack of VAR affected the way they did their job.
If there's VAR, Tammy Abraham's goal isn't a goal because he was clearly offsides.
Luca Digne's probably sent off.
For hitting the guy in the ankle.
It's probably a penalty, on even if he wasn't sent off. Because I think the handball happened afterwards.
Yeah, the handball inside the box. Clearly inside the box. So you call a handball, but you don't.
There's a lot. He even tried to jump out of the box and still landed in the box.
Yeah.
It was easily a penalty.
Right.
There's so many things. Do you remember when we changed from the computers to the iPads?
Yes.
And how much of a change it was for us, and how we fucked up a lot in orders. We had to do a ton of SWD until you get used to the new system. If you handed me the old computer, I don't know that I could punch an order in now.
Right.
So I get it. Your working conditions, your day in, day out working conditions have changed because Chris Kavanagh is a Premier League referee.
Yeah.
Granted, yes, occasionally they do other games and all that kind of stuff.
Selected for UEFA.
Right. So I get it. Your working conditions have changed and you've become conditioned to referee in a certain way. And going back to the old way is a bit more difficult.
Right.
I get it. But I was bad. I was really bad.
And his lines
was
been
really bad.
His lines like how Mel was on her way home, so I saw the Abraham goal, and then she walked in and saw the rest. And I was like, he was off,
way off.
Like no Wenger rule would have said. Like he needs like 3 Wengers to be on. He was so offsides. It was bad.
Yeah, he'd have been off if Wenger had a 10-inch cock. You know what I mean?
Still been off. Not even close.
But it speaks to, technology's great, right? I mean, I said this to somebody, I actually might have said it to you earlier, but it's like, I used to be really good at doing math in my head. And I can still do a decent amount of math in my head. But every day I pull my phone out my pocket and use my calculator.
Right.
Because you can't do it all.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And it's a crutch. I have this available to me.
Yeah.
I don't read books. I've got my phone. If I need to know something, I'll just Google it.
Yeah.
It's there.
And like I said, for me...
And yes, I'm a boomer. I don't ask AI. I fucking Google it.
The greater
like a
problem in this is that there's plenty of people that are going... See, that's why we need VAR. No, see, we need to be holding refs accountable. And he's not reffing this weekend. He was told he got the old take a break, man.
Well, right, but okay. So we had our old computers, we had our iPads. The old men before us used to have to plug their little thing into the phone to a payphone, right? I wouldn't know what to do.
Dude,
What I'm saying is that VAR, while it's annoying, while it's this, while it's that, it has given us, mostly clear-cut decisions are done correctly for the most part, right? Now, we all have problems with the way things are done, right? No problem with that. My issue comes in is you're then changing the working conditions back to something else. So if you're not going to have VAR, why don't we have lower league referees do these rounds?
Yeah.
That don't have VAR regularly.
Yeah, don't have
only have the
it.
Premier League refs do the later rounds when VAR is available. Do that. There's other decisions that could be made, but because, and again, you're still supposed to referee the game, right? But I think they've been conditioned to the point where it's like, oh, they'll sort that out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give the decision because they'll tell me.
Right, they'll tell
me.
me.
And it's just human nature. And then you go, oh fuck, I don't have that.
Right, and it also should be.
So I'm just gonna lay off of it, so it's not my fault.
Yeah.
That's also not a way to do your job.
I was gonna say there's a problem in what you said there, where they go, "Ooh, I'll let them make the decision for me." You're the center fucking official. They should be only changing your mind because they're gonna go, "Look, we saw this angle and you got it wrong."
But part of
make the fucking call.
But remember, part of that's the Premier League. They've told the sideline officials, "Don't raise your flag."
Right.
They've said VAR will sort it. Right. That as an example, VAR will sort this. A lot of people were criticizing the Liverpool Man City game, and don't blow your whistle for the foul on Szoboszlai.
Right.
Let the goal go in, then blow the whistle.
Right.
Because then VAR looks at it. Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I get it. It's hard for them.
Yeah.
They're human beings. You become conditioned to working a certain way, but it goes back to my point. It's the richest league in the world. It's the richest FA in the world. Just outfit all the stadiums with VAR.
Not hard.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. And then we don't have to play a competition under two sets of rules.
Pretty easy.
Every match official is accustomed to the parameters in which they operate, and we can all just move forward. And VAR is a thing. It just is what it is.
What it is.
But this kind of competition, you either have it the whole way through or none of the way through. And I'm going to beat that drum till the day I die because I know they won't change it.
Yep. Obviously, Liverpool easily beat Brighton. There were some missed calls in that match as well.
Oh, yeah. It took. By the way, though, it did take Newcastle a fair amount of time to
come back,
to get the job done.
Well, I liked how
Marco Bizot was a definite red card.
Oh God, yeah,
that was very dumb.
I liked how
he should have gotten a red just for being in that position on the pitch. Why are you here? Go away.
Eddie Howe said he was like, it felt like it was going to be one of those days where you hate to say the officials were against you, but it felt like the officials were against us. Eventually, it got itself sorted out, but he was like, it was tough. But it was very tough.
And they won the game 3-1.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and I felt like the officials were against us. It's just because they were just piss poor at their job.
Could have been 5 or 6-0.
Well,
like I don't really put.
I don't think it's a bias thing. I think they just suck.
Yeah. Agreed.
Was it? So I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool is very straightforward. Kind of cruise really in this match. Alisson wasn't too terribly troubled. In goal.
A trophy could patch over a lot of the problems.
Yeah, definitely could.
And fix things,
but they've seemed to click over the last few weeks as well. I mean,
Verts is playing very well.
Yeah, they're doing better.
People don't know this, but Leeds and Birmingham City really don't fucking like each other. They've played each other a lot over history. So going to Birmingham. What's so funny about
they've played each other over history?
A lot.
Yes.
I said a lot over history.
I'm just over history.
Yes.
Well, when would it have happened?
Yes.
It's just an unnecessary caveat.
Got you. All right. Anyways,
a very funny unnecessary caveat because who talks like that?
So
they've played a lot in the past.
So this was at St. Andrew's Park, so in Birmingham City. So a bit of a cauldron to go into. And
they have a lot of unsavory money as well.
Yeah,
Birmingham.
and Leeds seemingly had everything under control, but just never put in the second goal. And after Birmingham tied it up, until the Pens, it was all Birmingham City. If anybody was going to win, it was going to be Birmingham City.
Big time.
But then when they get to Pens, again.
So I've got an anecdote about this. Apparently, the Leeds goalkeeper, right, didn't study pictures of faces, names on shirts. He only studied numbers. The Birmingham City players didn't have numbers on their shorts.
So he didn't know who the fuck it was when they were coming up.
So all of his research of who goes where went out the window.
Man, fuck all.
So I don't know if he's trying to big himself up, but he saved definitely one. I think
And
two of the penalties.
One went over, one got saved, and one went over.
But he was just like,
Yeah.
how disrespectful is that, though?
Yeah.
I can't even bother to learn your face.
But Leeds doing
It's like a
something-
surprise every time I walk in the studio.
It's very rare that Leeds make it out of the third round. It's even more rare that Leeds make it out of the fourth round.
Yeah.
So good up on
That's true.
Leeds into the fifth round.
But it makes the save more organic, I think. Because he was, I don't know where this guy's going. I can't remember who he is.
Sunderland played
I've
a lot
never
of
played
kids.
him in history.
Yeah, Sunderland played a lot of kids. Played at Oxford. Did like you said before. Got the job done. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's all you can really ask. But they did have to bring on a few players to do that.
Same to be said about Fulham because Stoke was leading the bulk of the game, and then Fulham figured it out in the last, as they always do, in the last 20 minutes of the match. Fulham figures it out and wins.
Right. They scored more late goals than anybody ever seen.
Just like crazy. And then, of course, in your match, 4 goals in under 30 minutes. I mean, just fucking walked right the fuck out there and slapped him in the fucking mouth is what you guys did.
We talked about the free kick at Burnley being the goal of the weekend for sure. Ez's and Norgard's 2 balls for Madueke and for I think it was Martinelli's goal, Norgard's ball, were 2 of the most perfectly weighted passes I have ever seen in my life. From distance as well.
They're gorgeous.
Fucking fantastic. And they were, as it was pissing it down in fucking London as well. That first half was a fucking mess, weather-wise. And that ball just, skips off that turf. But it didn't, because they were that good of passes.
Yeah.
And that's all you can take from the game, because the rest of the game was Arsenal sleepwalking, doing absolutely fuck all, because they didn't need to.
They did what they needed to do. They went out to a big lead early, and that was it. It was over. Done.
But you got what's important is obviously Arsenal have been stuttering in the league. You got Madueke a goal. Eza had a performance he's needed for a long time. Odegaard's got a knock. We're not really sure how long he's going to be out yet, if he's going to be out for any real length of time. You had Martinelli score after a couple of difficult outings when he's come on, so a little bit of confidence there. Gyökeres hit the post, but you had Jesus score. Like, there was a lot of positives you could take from the game. What I didn't like, especially for my gambling prowess, was I needed 2 more things to happen. One wasn't as a shot on target, and the other one was 1 more corner. And my $10 bet would have turned me back $109 on a 14 fucking leg parlay.
Wow.
11 of those 14 legs happened in the first half, and 1 of those legs happened in the second half, very early on. And I was really annoyed that they decided to take the approach of, we're good.
yeah. You would have liked to have seen a nice 8-9-0. Just go for it.
Yeah. Stand on their throats.
Yeah.
Get everybody some confidence. Fucking
Agreed.
keep going.
All right, so now we're going to go to the draw for the 5th round, and we're going to go in the order. The way I'm doing this is the order that they were picked when they did the drawings.
I got you. And this is just on your phone.
Yeah, I
don't
got it
have
on my
anything
phone. Nope,
written
I
here
didn't
for
write
that.
it down.
All right, sounds good.
So the first one has Fulham hosting Southampton.
Like that. Fulham should go through on an 89th minute winner from Harry Wilson's left leg.
To answer your question, Port Vale or Bristol City to host Sunderland.
It's Sunderland they play. It's Sunderland they play. But that's a fucking great advantage, right? Being at home. And Sunderland don't find out till 5 days before the game.
Right, where they're going.
Fucking love that.
Yep. Manchester City head to St. James's Park to face Newcastle United.
This has been blowing up online. Have you seen this today?
A little, yeah.
Everybody going nuts about some conspiracy theory. Yet, was it 3 years ago, City had like Wigan, Newport County, it was on the strolling to the trophy.
Oh, yeah. And
It's
so
just
far
that
they had
didn't
Exeter
play Premier League opposition till like the semis.
Right.
It
And
was like,
this one,
fuck off, man.
And this one, they playing fucking, they already played Exeter City and fucking Salford. Like, fuck off. Just be done with it.
It's Newcastle supporters being dicks. And I blame Allen.
Leeds very likely to make it to the quarterfinals. They are hosting Norwich.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to see too is a bit more ruthlessness from the lower. I'm not trying to be rude. Premier League sides and lower league teams, instead of making changes, play your full 11.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going for it?
Agreed.
Like with the Burnley making 10 changes. Like, what are you doing?
Here's the big one that everybody, it's put it in my veins. Top of the fucking league. Top of the pyramid, Arsenal.
Come on.
Head to Mansfield Town.
Under 4.5. Okay. Under 4.5 goals in the game. Because we don't want to stand and do anything.
Put it directly
I can't remember
into my veins.
What did we do to Sutton? Was it 5-0?
5-0.
We ended up winning by something like that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, when the fat bloke ate the pie on the sideline
and got kicked out of footy for it.
Yeah, something like that. I think he was still allowed to vacuum the clubhouse, but I mean, we just score goals, please.
Yep. After that, we have Liverpool going to Wolverhampton.
I like that.
That's an interesting one.
It's a very interesting game.
You know, because Wolverhampton could give them a go. Maybe.
Yeah, because why not? Just fucking throw everything at it.
Liverpool's been known to slip here, there. You know, also back in the day, like Gerrard. Here's another big one. Here's another. Get them veins ready. Call us Renton and Sick Boy. Chelsea head to the racing ground.
Yeah, I like that.
To face Wrexham.
I like that. The last time they played a competitive fixture, Wrexham won 1-0.
Very cool. Like that.
I like that a lot.
And then the final one has a London derby with Brentford going to West Ham.
You know what else I like about it? Liam Senior's of the age where he should be a fanboy of McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that does make sense.
So if they what they should do is help their team and be the 12th man and make sure they're at the game.
Oh yeah.
So Rossinior's kind of looking up in the stands. Oh my God, look who it is. What was the last game? I didn't even listen to it.
Brentford and West Ham.
No one cares. No one gives a fuck. Sorry.
Sure money.
Yeah, that one's on you, stud.
It is on me. I saw her reaching for it, and I decided to say something anyway. Totally my fault.
Alrighty.
No, Mel, you can leave it in. It's my bad. I don't have many fuck-ups, you know.
Now he's just fucking with you, Mel. All right, do the segment, guys.
I'm up $1,001.
Yes.
I don't know if you said that the other
Yes,
day
I
or
did,
not. You
but-
did? Okay,
yeah.
good. I didn't listen to you anyway. And I opened Spotify instead of DraftKings.
Ah, very good.
Yep, that works. I have not a very difficult one, but 7 legs.
Okay, do you want
What do
me
you
to
got going
do?
on?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, would you like me to do mine real quick?
I had to fill something because we didn't have bets.
Got it. I'm down $1,682.
Oof.
Big Sam's Lock of the Week.
8.3.
That's a bad record, man.
Percent of the time. It works 100% of the time, but I got to keep doing it.
9-way parlay.
Come on, it's the only thing that works,
I
brother.
mean, that's what I have to do. It has to be 9-way parlays every fucking time for the rest of the season for me. I am taking Chelsea over Burnley, Liverpool over Forest, Arsenal over Spurs, City over Newcastle. In that match specifically, both teams to score. in all the matches over 2.5 goals.
Damn.
So each one of the winners and over 2.5 goals, with the caveat on the City Newcastle game, which makes it
a 3-leg parlay by itself.
9-way parlay.
at the end for both teams to score. If that hits, I get $2,155.
That's a big deal.
Dude, I have to turn it around to not even just getting out of the negative. I need to put heat on you, right? So if I hit that and you missed, suddenly we're a $300, $400 difference.
But don't forget, you've got 13 or 14 weeks left or some shit.
Uh-huh.
I will continue to do this and fuck it up.
I know, but I have to do this to at least put myself in the
but if you
fucking
won
contention.
400 a week, you'd catch me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably. Not wrong.
I don't mind it for the bit. That's great. I'm
Not
sure.
good gambling.
I'm sure everybody will love it, especially Taylor.
Yes.
Shorebilly's already been wanking over stuff today. All we did was turn the cameras on and he started stroking.
Yeah, no shit.
I wanted to fuck with Mel again. All right, so my 7 only garners me 7 picks. Only garners me plus 816
Okay.
on this one. All right, now, as I said, I'm up $1,001. I've got Chelsea to beat Burnley. I've got under 3.5 in West Ham Bournemouth because West Ham hosts. They've been stingy lately.
Yes, agreed.
I like that. Over 1.5 in Brentford Brighton.
Okay.
Both teams can sometimes get got at. Both teams are somewhat exciting going forward.
Feels like 1-1, 2-0.
Don't mind it. Yeah, exactly. Man City to beat Newcastle. I think that's on there. Liverpool to beat Nottingham Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked Arsenal's Wednesday game because I'm going to do my traditional thing and stay away from the North London Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Not betting it
Heard.
at all. Arsenal to win and over 1.5 on Wednesday against Wolves.
Very, very good. That is going to wrap it up, boys and girls. Mr. Graham, any parting
Yes,
words?
sir, I do. I have some parting words.
What you got
And they are for the good people of the region of Maryland that we live in. I'm not sure if you are aware of the Capital Gazette newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we are.
They covered my daughter's school's anti-ice walkout.
Okay.
And I want to call every fucking cunt out in the comment section of the Facebook post of the article.
Okay.
Because these kids are dumb. They just want to skip school. Nobody cares. This was a violent protest. There's absolute assumptions, spreading of misinformation, and people that most of them, I looked at their profiles and did my own research. And these teachers are just forcing their opinions on these children, and that like
they definitely use anti-woke nicotine patches.
they just straight aren't.
Right.
They aren't.
Right.
And the kids did want to do this. The administration wasn't going to allow them to do it 36 hours before it happened.
Right.
And they petitioned the administration to success, and they did it during their free period. Which they can go get tutoring if they're struggling in a class. They can go this way, that way, the other. Are you looking at my comments on there? I've had a lot that have been deleted.
No.
Okay. I haven't. I've fought with. I haven't fought online in like 18 months with anyone.
Right.
Right. I've kept for my own mental health. I've kept myself quiet, and I was like a smackhead out of rehab. Fucking, I went in hard for like a day and a half.
That a boy.
Yeah, it was good.
We like to call that pulling a Melissa Houston.
I was Am I supposed to pick this up and look at it? I didn't read it. What did it say? What's the comment?
Sam Graham, I don't read books.
Nice.
Yeah.
One guy said something along the lines of like, hope these kids' parents never procreate again. Like, it's woke nonsense. It's all the teachers' opinions. It's just all this shit.
I'd love to just like go by their houses and be like, "Hey, Bob, you remember saying this on Facebook?"
Well, there's one guy I think I am going to, not think I am going to report to the school.
Nice. What did he do?
He said his comment was solely break out the monster trucks. which can only be discerned as I want to run these kids over.
Right.
So it's a threat to my child.
Yeah. So
and
that's
loads
a
of
problem.
others. Yeah.
Now I know what I'm doing during the EFL show.
Yeah, you're gonna go find that.
So a lot of my comments got deleted. I screenshotted that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably air him out because
Yeah.
he's the biggest cunt of them all.
Mm-hmm.
So let me find the screenshots. His name is Harry Airy. And I believe in one of my comments back to him, I called him Hulk Hogan on meth.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes.
Oh, good Lord. That looks exactly what I imagined him to look like.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he said break out the monster trucks, and I said I just said, are you implying you want to run children over?
Yeah.
Are you threatening kids? My
Right.
kids?
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just like it doesn't matter if you agree with them, what they're doing, what they want to do, what the message is. Oh, they should be in school learning. I want to see what the math and science scores are. But first off, your IQ has nothing to do with the rights that you're afforded by the Constitution of this country. Kids have been walking out of school to protest things is a tale as old as time.
Mm-hmm.
My mother did it for the Vietnam War.
Right.
My father did it for the Vietnam War, and then 2 years later was drafted into the Vietnam War.
I did it for fungus.
Luckily, didn't go. What? That was a weird interjection.
Thomas Stone was infected with fungus, and so we had to walk out because it was like the health was just terrible, so the whole school walked out.
That explains a lot, actually. You made us sat in there with black mold spores.
Yep.
Are you racist?
Jen worked in that school for 40 years.
Are you that explains a lot too.
Everything.
Are you racist against mold, Mel?
I am.
You don't want to be there with the black mold?
Nope. Not the green mold either.
Only white mold for me.
Just asking the questions. That's all she's doing over
Just
there.
asking questions. I just need to know where the mold comes from, what its family history is.
These kids.
But what if it was white mold?
Yeah.
Is that me doing my Tucker Carlson?
But these kids need to be learning. They shouldn't be out doing it, but they are learning. This is civics in practice, right? This is a lesson
right.
into what to do.
Right.
And some woman called them violent. I said, okay, what made them violent? She said, oh, I saw a video of two kids beating the shit out of each other. I said, great. I was at a football game and saw 5 people. Was it a riot?
Right.
No, it wasn't. It was a football game.
Right.
2 people does not justify classifying it as a violent protest. Like, what are you talking? I ended up calling her very easily a 65-plus-year-old woman a bootlicker. I was on my shit the other day.
I'm even going to go far as say, as brown hoodie kid punching, that was not a violent protest. That was just a punch in the face.
There was.
Yeah.
It was a Chicago area walkout, and a kid that was a YouTuber. He's a TikToker. He's a provocateur. He does stuff like throws bread in grocery stores and like does stuff for reactions. Was running around with his meta glasses, holding a sign, going, "I love ice," screaming, "I love ice, I love ice," as they're doing the walkout. And this kid in a brown hoodie just calmly walks up to him, looks at him. "I'm gonna punch you." The kid looks at him and goes, "Well, you'll get in trouble."
The
Kid in
hand
hoodie
was already pulled back as
"Hold
he
on,
was swinging.
Wait, kid in the hoodie goes, "Okay." Punch.
It's like
Did the clap first.
it's like the dude, the Hispanic dude that's getting yelled at by some giant white guy in the hardware store, and he goes, "Yeah, I can do this. I've been waiting my whole life. Let's go."
Yeah. I've
been waiting for this. Let's go.
Violence is not the answer, blah, blah, blah. It actually does depend on the question, though.
100%.
And it wasn't like the kid was a shit stirrer. It's not like this one hoodie kid is representative of all kids.
The other thing is, why couldn't they do it on a Saturday? Why protests are not meant to be convenient,
Right.
Because they don't carry as much weight. Were they being safe? Yes. Did some kids mooch off of it? Absolutely. Was there an opportunity for a counter protest? Yes, there was. There were 6 children, and with 300 outside, they decided to keep those 6 kids away from the the 300. Mm-hmm. Well done. Was it approved? Reluctantly, yes, it was. And it was done during the school's tutoring period, where it's a free half hour.
So it was the most convenient time to do a walkout. That
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so the con of the week is all the bootlickers in the comment section of the Capital Gazette's
Very good.
Facebook post about this the story.
I endorse that.
And then I'm done fighting online again for a while.
Very good.
That's gotten on my nerves.
I'm not going to go look it up. I've been avoiding Facebook.
Next up is DU Does EFL, where we're going to talk about the rest of English football. There was a bunch of makeup games, and if you didn't play in the FA Cup, you had a game. It wasn't like the Prem where you just get the weekend off, right?
Right.
And, of course, we'll have injury time after that, where we'll preview the weekend's action, talk about our adopted club, and not talk about fantasy because there's still fantasy going on.
For whatever reason, yeah.
And the beers that we're drinking. So, should somebody want to support the show, Mr. Graham, how do they go about doing it?
Very easy. Patreon.com/DFootball Show. Just sign up to that $5 tier, and you'll be able to gain all the access you need to everything Sam just talked about.
Till next week, everybody.
Good night. Constitution.